Alright, hey there guys, Adrian DeCosta here at KJetterbro95 coming at you guys with another video. So, in this video guys, let's talk about things that you as a community put on this tweet that I put out last week about what you guys would do if you were in charge of MUT. What would be the very first thing that you do? Now, this can be basically anything apart from gameplay aspects. I had a couple people say remove abilities, as you can see right down here. I had a couple people say remove abilities specifically. However, that is not what I'm looking for specifically in this video. I'm looking for content and like promo structure type of deal. What would you do for content stuff? So, when it comes to that, here's what you guys as a community decided you would do. I'll let you know if I agree or disagree with some of these, but here we go. So first one is Call Me Meech. I love this guy. He's a great person. Follow him on Twitter, by the way. Everybody, you'll see these guys on Twitter. They're great people. I think the main thing they got to do right now is dropping some new modes slash parentheses events. I feel like the time I've most engaged was when alternate modes are dropped: Super Bowl, Genki, Zero Chill, etc. It gives alternate to full head-to-head seasons. Ultimate Champs needs something, and I know that's where the comp pass comes into play, but I feel like the mode is useless. I do agree. One thing that MLB does significantly better than EA Sports is the fact that they have events, right? They have events throughout the entirety of the year where you can hop in, play quick games, and, they don't count towards your record. And also you can earn specific like accumulative rewards. Like for example, in MLB right now, there is an accumulative reward if you get 20 wins throughout the event, not like consecutively, but like 20 wins. Like you could lose 5, go on like a 7-game losing streak, and then win, continue on. If you win 20 cumulative event games, you can get a 94 overall pitcher. I think, I can't remember. I'll put him on the screen right now if I remember to do so. But I think that's something that EA needs to remember to keep doing. The Super Bowl event, everybody loved that, and then when they took it away, everybody was so sad. I feel like EA needs to keep bringing back events, and keep the game fresh, and give an alternate for guys that just want to play the game and just want to get into a game quickly rather than sitting there and being stuck in a game for a long period of time. Next one is from That Kid Z. Says remove abilities, remove top 3 most used plays, copyright the plays so MUT nerds can't make videos on them, sign a few MUT YouTubers to long-term deals. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna need an explanation on these ones because I quite frankly, other than maybe this one I get, like the ones that they're using, the 3 most plays that they use the most, you could absolutely, make it to where they can't use them, and I probably would say go ahead and do that. I think personally there should be play cooldown in online head-to-head rather than removing plays and like removing formations. I think play cooldown would be a lot better, but I mean that's probably never gonna happen. Then you got copyright the play so nerds can't make videos on them. I don't know how you'd go about doing that, and then sign a few MUT YouTubers to long-term deals. Again, I don't know how you go about doing that. Next one, this is from Salty. I love this suggestion. This was a fantastic idea. Hear me out. If a player played for a team, parentheses, Aaron Rodgers on the Jets, and you give him Packers chemistry, he should go back to the number that he played with. Yes, please. This is a fantastic idea. I love it. It brings me so much pain over the last couple of years to see guys like, for example, Richard Sherman in Madden 22, when he played for when he was playing for the Bucks, he was wearing number 5. Okay, he on his power-up card, like the card that you had the power-up card, and then you powered it up all the way to its max potential. That card specifically wore number 5 because he was wearing number 5 for the Buccaneers at the time. However, his regular card that didn't get powered up, the 95 regular Ghost of MUT card, he wore number 25. And that doesn't make sense to me. And I feel like EA should absolutely go ahead and bring that into the game, because it does bring a lot of pain for guys like, say, longtime fans of Theme Teamers. For example, like Bobby Wagner, seeing him wear number 45 on a Seahawks theme team just hurts my soul, to be completely honest. It just breaks my spirit to see that number when we all know he's number 54. So I do think EA should absolutely go ahead and bring that into the game, and I think that would be fun. However, I don't necessarily know if they're going to do that because it could be, quote, too complicated for them because someone actually responded with that. But this was by far the best response, by the way. This was the best response, so shout out to you, Salty. I love this response. And Cynical says remove abilities, which again I don't think is something that I'm not looking for something like that. My guy Madden Beast says sign Tom Brady. Now, for those of you guys who don't know, he is a Patriots fan, and he is completely destroyed, thrown off, and just sad and depressed that we don't have a Tom Brady this year. Even though I warned him we may not get a Tom Brady this year, he just refused to acknowledge it, which I mean, fair, it is what it is. I'll probably do the same thing, to be completely honest. Now this one, I did say, those are game plans that I'm not looking for. So he actually did provide me another response. Probably start with making coins viable, making the pass actually good, make solos worthwhile, and fix servers. All I got off the top of my head. Now coins viable. Now there was a point in time where you could actually buy coins on MUT. If I remember correctly from Gutfox's video that he made back in December, was 88 things removed from MUT. He actually talked about being able to buy coins like straight up. There was a price you could buy like coins. Now EA stopped doing that because they probably did not want people to feel like there was a direct coin to money ratio like thing. But it also doesn't make sense because SDS has the same kind of deal. You buy, it's like stubs are the only currency in Diamond Dynasty. You buy stubs and you use that for in-game purchases. So, I don't know. Make the pass actually good. I mean, the passes has been pretty bad. I do agree. The passes need to be better. Make solos worthwhile and fix the servers. Well, the servers aspect, I think, is the servers thing. It's more of a connection to your for Xbox to Microsoft or PlayStation to PlayStation Network than it actually is your connection to EA Sports. I can't remember how specifically that works, but it's more of a issue with that rather than it is your connection to like the company. And then make solos worthwhile. I agree. Solos are completely poor, and they absolutely need to be more worthwhile. Because other than, like the ones that have vouchers like Team of the Week, Weekly Wild Cards, AKAs, and Legends, including Ultimate Legends, they just don't. There's just no reason to do solos. Like the Ring of Honor promo, you do solos for, you get 1 token upgrade for Ring of Honor player. That's just not, I don't think that should be a thing. I think you should be getting like at least 2 or 3 in there, but it is what it is. But I do agree that solos need to be better. My guy Schuler says, make head-to-head matter again. Weekly rewards for solo battles and MUT champs, and also 10 or 10 people for the QA department. I do agree with all of this as well. You look at modes like MUT champs, and you look at modes like solo battles, there is absolutely zero reason to play these modes. Solo battles, it's just not worth playing anymore because there's no rewards. I'm going to be honest with you, I don't touch solo battles, other than to complete other than to complete these like weekly ones, like for example, score like 50 rush for 1,500 yards in solo battle and head-to-head games, or like for example, where's another one, like these ones. Unless like these specific objectives that I'm doing, I don't even bother because there's no point. Like they don't have any reason to be playing for solo battles, other than XP. And then there's also the competitive paths, which, I mean, they're trying to incentivize people to play on the competitive solo battles on the comp pass by making the XP really, really nice. However, you look at it in comparison to MUT champs, it's not even close. It's not even close. And then, like, head-to-head seasons, they just don't give a shit about. They're trying to tell you, hey, don't play this game mode. Play MUT champs, play solo battles. Don't play head-to-head seasons. They're telling you either waste your time against boring-ass AI all game, or sweat it out against people that take this game way too serious at any point in the year, and it's just like, oh my goodness, oh my god, I don't want this. And I really feel like if they go ahead and decide to give him, decide to give back the MUT champs top 100 as well as the solo battles top 100, it would absolutely be more it would be absolutely worth more doing with when they have those rewards. All right, sorry about that. I just had to respond to something real quick. So the next one comes from Jaden Siskar, who says more promos in a week / better communication, as well as better pack odds and lower MUT point value. Now for the promos in a week, my question is, like, we're already getting 4 at bare minimum every single week with AKA Mondays, weekly wildcard Wednesdays, Thursdays or team of the week, because we do get team of the week on Wednesdays now. Thursday is our regular schedule, like, program day, and then Saturdays is ULs. Like, we're already getting 4 a week. I don't know. Like, I feel like, I mean, content is content, right? Like, it's stuff in the game is stuff in the game. And then he also says better pack odds and lower MUT value price. I do agree with that. Next one we have is from my guy, that Steelers guy, who has allowed me to use the Steelers Steam Team, which, by the way, twitch.tv/JetterBro95. We're going to be doing Steelers gameplay tomorrow with the Ring of Honor Ben Roethlisberger, Troy Polamalu, and whoever else they got, because I don't remember. Yeah, we're going to be doing that tomorrow, so shout out to this guy here for allowing me to use his Steelers Steam Team. But he says, bring more insightful people people from the community to help with the content department, which I agree. College overtime house rules its own game mode with pretty good rewards. Get rid of points and make it to use to buy coins from the store. We already talked about that. And then trade block coming back and power-ups coming back. Now, the trade block coming back, I do agree with. I think the trade block should absolutely come back. I don't like the fact that they got rid of it. In my opinion, it's so stupid. However, power-ups coming back, I have a hard disagree on. I don't like the idea of power-ups. I think power-ups are annoying and stupid, and I don't think they should return in any way, shape, or form, because they just they make cards cost a hell of a lot more. And while it's beneficial for theme teamers because we have the power-up for the entirety of the year and we're going to use it no matter what, can't necessarily think about the theme team guys. We got to think about everybody and all that shenanigans. Next one coming from my guy Nate, who says, go back to how they did discounted abilities last year. 1 or 2 buckets with 0 AP abilities, and then every normal slot ability for 1 AP. Now, the only thing I'll say about this is it depends on when you decide to do it. If you do it very early in the year, like, for example, in November, then I think that's probably a bad idea because it could create a lot of burnout because everybody is getting, like, flat zone KO, deep zone KO, and pick artists for, like, 2 AP on, like, all their corners, especially with, like, 12 AP around. You can have that on, like, 2 outside corners, so you have 4 AP just on those, and then whatever you decide to put on, like, for the rest of your defense. So I don't agree with it that way. However, if we're talking like late March, early April, when it's probably a good idea to get going crazy because, you know, the game is starting to slow down, then yeah, sure, go for it. Next one, better pack odds for my guy Cisco. Manny says remove price caps and then boost odds and watch the market burn, which I found hilarious. And the last one from Peterson says make special offers for levels, cost coins and not points. I do agree, and I also do think that, you know, if you're playing the game deep into, like, January or, like, deep into June or, like, May, those season rewards should just be given to you. Like, you know, like, if you're still grinding the game out in, like, late June, they should, and you hit level 50, it'd be like, okay, here's a free golden ticket. Thank you for playing. You know, or here's the level 50 reward, which is, like, whatever the fuck it is. Now let's talk about the things I would do. Because, quite frankly, you know, it is, hang on a second here. All right, now let's talk about the things that I would do. Because, quite frankly, there is a few things that I would personally do if I was put in charge of MUT for this game. So, first off, I would make sure, I would take a page out of MLB's playbook, and I would have a team affinity drop once every single month. Now, it doesn't have to necessarily be big like team diamonds or team standouts or whatnot, or division dynasty, I mean, but something like a team builders like once a month, I think would be fun. I think would be really, really nice, especially to give some cards upgrades that, you know, quite frankly, may not have another card, like, for a little bit. Like, for example, Tyler Lockett could have been a great team builder, like a 94, 95 team builder for this team. I think he would have been fine. You know, Noah Fant probably actually would have been a better option for that. You know, guys like Uchenna, guys like, say, for example, what's another one that could have gotten a 95? Like a 95 team builder right now. But you get what I mean, right? Like, having these kind of, like, team builder options in there would be kind of nice. So, like, once a month, every team for team builders. And then once every 2 months, I would say go with team standouts, make them a little bit better. You know, still have team builders and then team standouts. And then once every 3 months, not only do you have team builders, but you also have team diamonds. I think more team affinity drops would keep the game fresh. It would keep people coming back and would allow people with theme teams specifically to enjoy the game more because they're not potentially waiting on players for a specific amount of time to get a card. Like, for example, quarterback for the Seahawks, I'm still waiting on a Russell Wilson or a Geno Smith to use. And it still blows my mind. We don't have one yet in fucking April. Like, we're mid-April. We haven't gotten a quarterback card in almost 6 months. Actually, I think Geno Smith was 6 months ago, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's been 6 months since that. Next up, I would go ahead and implement something that, again, take a page out of MLB's playbook. Parallel XP. I think Parallel XP would be a fantastic addition to this game, and I think it would be a fun concept to implement. So for those that don't know, once again, Parallel XP is something where if you play the game with the specific players and you accumulate stats with these cards, if they hit a certain number for a parallel level, they get a +1 to all attributes, and it goes up to +5. I think that would be fun. I think it would be fun to implement to keep guys like, for example, you know, for like players that don't have a card for a long period of time to get better. And you'd be able to reward those players for using cards for a long stretch. You know, guys like, say, for example, this Jimmy Graham. If I were to have him to parallel 5 by now, he would have 99 speed on this Seahawks team with 98 short route running and 97 mid route running. Now, it won't change anything because I don't think they're going to get discounted abilities because ultimately that is what makes or breaks the game for the players. But I do think if they start hitting like thresholds, like, for example, I think it's 95 is when they get the extra, like the discount, like another like regular ability bucket, I believe, or whatever. That's when you can give them another ability bucket or stuff like that, you know? Like, for example, Russell Wilson here, again, 91 overall. If I have him at parallel 5, he'd be a 96 more than likely. A 96 more than likely. And then have him get, you know, a Hot Route Master potentially, or Set Feet Lead potentially. I think that would be fun. Yeah, Parallel XP I think should come to the game. I would also like to say events. I would put events into this game like they have with the Super Bowl events. I would keep that around for the entirety of the year. I would also go ahead and make sets return cards upon completion. I would make cards come back to you upon completion for the sets. Now, I'm glad that they have it to where you can pick any players instead of promo specific. However, I would rather have the promo specific if it means to get cards back rather than picking whatever you want and getting nothing in return. I think that's a bit of a bummer, and I would like that to return because then you can either, you know, do the set, sell the card off, and then quick sell everything and make training and then roll for stuff, I guess. Or you can go ahead and use those cards to fill out some holes on your roster, especially during the money spent, and build your team that way. I think that would be fun. Also, remove BNDs in general. Just make it NATs. You've already gotten rid of the trade block. There's no reason to keep BNDs in the game anymore. Just make them NATs. Make us to where we can put them in sets for when we get them. We're not asking for a free card. We're asking to be able to sell. We're just asking for a player that you can get to put into a set. Also, solo rewards, I think, need to be better. A 93 BND Division Dynasty pack is nice. I like that, especially for Division Dynasty 2, when we were getting players that were 93 and then had like 96s for like the Masters and whatnot. However, I do think there needs to be some better rewards in some of these. You look at, say, this one here, for example. You don't even get a player like a player from the field, like the solo challenges. Like, you don't even get a chance at like a 95, like a 93 plus Genki Force player. Like, that's so dumb. I don't agree. I don't like that. I also don't like the fact that, for example, with Team Diamonds, they give you an 88 overall. Cool. If I finish like all the Team Diamonds, I don't know, maybe give me like a high set piece or a high set card. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think 88 actually was the high set card for that time. Combine player. Sure, you get a 90, you get some good you got a good couple of combine cards. I mean, this Darren McFadden, to be fair, was really, really good. And I'm still using that card, and I think he is an extremely good. I think that Darren McFadden is a very, very good running back, backup running back. But this one, Like last year, we got a free Team of the Year player by completing these solos. This year, we only got a 95 honorable mention. I'd like to get that back, please. You know, like, I think solos need to be more rewarding. I saw somebody we saw someone talk about that, and I am obviously in full agreement. Same with the solo battles top 100, as well as weekend league top 100. I think need to be better. I also do think that these daily deals, like for example, the 1 coin daily deal, I've already opened mine, they need to be updated with the program that we are currently at. For example, right now we're still getting 80 plus B&D unstoppable players in April. Like, can that please just be a 90, like a Ring of Honor card, like a 91 plus B&D Ring of Honor card, or a 91 plus like weekly wild card or something like that, you know? Like, make those coin offers matter to what we're rocking with the promo that we're in right now. Also, packs need to be giving out more cards. I'm okay with this gold player pack only giving out 3 cards because it is a small amount of small coins and whatnot. But, for example, these Ring of Honor packs, they should be giving out more than 3 players. You get 2 91 Ring of Honor cards and an 81 plus overall player. I think this should be at least 5 or 6 cards in this pack. Same goes for things like UL packs. You only get 3 players in this pack. Give us like 7 or 8 because you were paying 8,500 coins for. Actually, yeah, no, give us 7 or 8 of them for like 8,500 coins. You know, like make these packs like that we're spending like coins on cost a little bit more. Also, bring back the TVP. The TVP still is a fantastic idea, and I honestly think that EA should be bringing back the TVP. Hopefully soon, because golden tickets are on the way. We all know this now because they've actually been handing out these opportunity packs to people, and they open up on Tuesday at 5:30 Eastern, 7:30 Eastern. So. Yeah, we all know golden tickets are on the way. We do know GTs are on the way. So, yeah. Another thing, make these passes worth completing. Please, make these passes worth completing. This should not be a 95 plus B&D card. This should be either a 95 auctionable or a 98 or 99 B&D card. That's what this should be. This should not be 95 plus. You know, it's just ridiculous. This free agency pack, you only got a 94 out of this. A 94. And there was no plus on this one. Guys, this should have been a 98 or 97 B&D free agency player or a 94 auctionable. That's what this should have been. Like, it's just maddening to me that EA continues to skimp out on rewards for the player base to try and make them feel encouraged to buy packs. And it's annoying because we as a community want to be rewarded for putting our time into this game. And that's the other thing. Make it to where our time is rewarded. Make it to where our time is rewarded, EA. We're not asking for an insane... We're not asking you guys to give us an LTD for like these Team of the Year player bundle, this Team of the Year pack. We're not asking you to give us a 99 overall, gold 99 Team of the Year player. We're not asking for that. We're asking for you guys to just give us the ability to get a 95 that we can sell or a 98 that we can keep. Like we're not asking for too much. Like, I don't feel like we are. You know? Also, these competitive passes, they cannot be bad. These competitive passes need to be better, in my opinion. If you're grinding deep into these comp passes, like for example, like getting into like level like this player right here, like after this should be like insanely good. Like these packs should have been the UL packs. The UL player, like they did back in, I think it was like the first, or like within the first couple of competitive passes, they had like a free legend player that you could just get, and people were holding on to that. That was such a W for grinding out the comp pass, and it's just annoying that EA got rid of that. Also, these seasons, they need to be shorter. They absolutely 100% need to be shorter in order for these players to be good. Because these players that we have now, like TJ Watt, Pat Pete, Keyshawn Johnson, I just hit level 50, and these cards are not usable. They're just not really that usable whatsoever, outside of maybe a Steelers, Jets, Bucks, Cowboys, and Panthers team. God, I hope I got all those fucking teams right. They're just not usable. But the thing is, if you make the season shorter, you allow people to get these cards quicker and allow people to enjoy these cards more, because not only are they better than what they are, like, not only are they better than what they are like now, but they're also able to be used by players that want to use them. Because right now, who in their right mind, unless you're running a Steelers or, you know, whatever Keyshawn Johnson teams played for, who is running a 95 overall 97 overall Patrick Peterson on their roster? Who is running a 97 overall Keyshawn Johnson or TJ Watt? Like, who's doing that? Like, nobody. Nobody in their right mind is running these guys on their roster now, especially since TJ Watt has a Team of the Year player, which is hilarious. You know, but, like, you know, like, these seasons, if you want these cards to be more to stand out more and have people feel like they're being rewarded for their time and getting to use these cards, they should be cheaper. The seasons should be shorter, so that way we can get them faster and be able to use it. And if people want to breeze through the season, that's fine. Let them breeze through the season. It is what it is. That's what they want to do. But anyways, those are just my thoughts. Those are just my specific thoughts on what I would do if I was in charge of MUT, as well as what you guys said. If you guys were in charge of MUT, what would you do? Let me know in the comments section below, guys, if you guys didn't answer on the Twitter poll, what you guys think. Let me know, guys. Yeah, until then, I'll see you guys in the next video. Wow, this actually ended up being a longer video than I was hoping for. But I'll see you guys next time. I'm out. Peace.